Alright, today we're going to talk about the Blade Chroma camera drone. This can be a very brief introductory to the drone. Comes with a few basic things. Obviously the drone itself, the controller, different ways of charging, of using a 110 outlet or plugging it into a inverter to also charge it. Comes with some tools, some extra bushings for the blades, extra blades, a guide, a micro SD adapter card. So this particular Chroma drone runs with a 1080p camera and is real basic to use. You have to make sure the Wi-Fi is up in the air, and then you can turn on the controller, and then you can also turn on the drone itself. In order to actually get it to fly, you have to press and hold the start button at least 3 seconds in order for it to fire up the propellers. This thing also comes with a protective sleeve that goes around the camera for transportation to make sure the camera doesn't have any issues. Now once everything powers on, both has to go through the power cycles. Now this one is turning on at the angle setting to where away is depending on which way the drone is facing, where if you have it on smart, it makes away goes away and close and towards comes towards you. So it's real basic for like newbies. That way they can learn how to kind of control the drone before actually having to fully understand how the drone acts. Now to fire it up, press and hold, and you have your drone just fire itself up. Press and hold it again and it'll shut itself off. When you get to actually understanding the drone itself, you can actually have this thing up in the air, flying around and solely watching the camera and fly it based on what you see on the screen in front of you. So you could be flying this thing around the corner from where you're actually at. You just got to make sure you understand what the surrounding has, and then just fly accordingly to make sure you don't hit anything. Now this kit does come with extra blades, so if you do break blades, you can easily replace it by popping off the blades and then going from there. Now you can take pictures by using this top left button here to actually take pictures, and pressing this button on the top right does videos. On the side here you have the camera adjust, so if you push it up, obviously the camera adjusts itself up. You do down, it adjusts itself down. Over here on the right side we also have speed, so this adjusts how quickly and how slowly the drone itself will act to your controls. If you are using this left and right here, it will turn the drone according to which way you turn it. If you push left and right here, it'll move the drone side to side, and then obviously up and down will move the drone forwards and backwards, while down the left side here you push up, the drone goes up, you pull down, the drone goes down. Real basic. And then one of the other settings it has is the home setting. So when you take off using either the angle or the smart, and then you decide you're done flying, you can hit home and it'll come back relatively close to where it took off, which is very easy and makes it easier to land if you're not comfortable landing it yourself. Landing is as simple, if you're in one of these other two modes, landing is as simple as going down and just taking your time slowly going down. That way you don't hit anything, keeping both thumbs on here, doing little movements. Little movements is key for stability and control. Now why don't we go outside and see how this thing does.